Hi there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training company, passmyinterview.com, and in this interview training tutorial, I will teach you how to pass a data analyst interview. Now, it does not matter which company or organization you are being interviewed for the position of data analyst. I strongly recommend you watch this video from beginning to end because the tips that I will give you, and more importantly, the sample interview questions and answers will help you to pass your interview. Now, before I get into the actual tutorial itself, a very warm welcome to this training video. My name is Richard McMunn, that's me there in the center, and I've been helping people to pass their interviews for about 20 years now, and I do that specifically by giving you top scoring answers you can't find anywhere else. On that basis, please do subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button below the video, and then you won't miss out on any of the weekly training videos that I'm uploading. And I would also, as normal, appreciate your support on this channel if you gave the video a like. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Okay, let's get straight into those data analyst interview questions and high scoring answers. You can either take notes as I progress through the tutorial, or if you want to wait, I will tell you at some stage where you can download my full set of 25 data analyst interview questions and answers. So, question number one is guaranteed to be introduce yourself or tell me about yourself. So this question here is going to be introduce yourself and tell me why you are a good fit for our organization. So it's very important that we hit the ground running and we give them a very strong answer that demonstrates you are the ideal candidate to be their data analyst. Here we go. I believe I am a highly effective data analyst who possesses a number of core qualities and traits that enable me to produce consistent results for my employer. Now, over the years, I have built up extensive experience as a data analyst, and my resume demonstrates this. I have the ability to assess each data analysis task from a strategic perspective, meaning the work I carry out will be beneficial to your organizational goals. I have the ability to work to strict deadlines, a high level of numerical and mathematical ability, an inquisitive and statistical driven approach to all tasks, and I also possess strong communication and interpersonal skills, which means I can fit quickly and seamlessly into any team or department. Now, finally, I have a natural passion for accurate working and attention to detail, which means if you invest in me and hire me as your data analyst, the work I will carry out will be of a high quality and also very useful in terms of helping you move forward and achieve your goals as an organization. So that's a very strong answer. It identifies that you have the right skills, the right attributes, and more importantly, when you're introducing yourself, you are talking about those traits that you have that are relevant to a competent data analyst. So it's a very, very strong answer. And that will also give you the confidence to then move forward during the rest of the interview. So the second question, what are the most important skills of a data analyst? So this is assessing whether you understand the job description and the person's specification. So here's my high scoring answer for you. Whilst there are numerous important skills a data analyst must possess in order to be effective, there are 10 that I would deem to be absolutely essential. These are an inquisitive and curious approach to all work you carry out. Now, a top-rate data analyst will always want to know the meaning behind the numbers and the analysis they carry out. You need to have a strategic approach to your work and understand how the analysis you carry out is relevant to your employer's objectives. Effective communication and interpersonal skills are also two other important skills needed, as you will be working alongside a number of people who will be influential in helping you complete your goals. You also need to have excellent problem-solving skills, a high level of mathematical ability, a methodical and logical approach to your work, and also the ability to work towards very strict deadlines. You also need to be able to analyse and interpret the information you have available and also be conversant in the use of database applications. What I like about that answer is you are giving a specific number. You're saying there's 10 that you deem absolutely essential. So it shows that you know what the most important skills are to you personally and that you will then be able to apply them in the role as a data analyst for their organisation. Question number 3 of your data analyst interview: why have you chosen our company to work for as a data analyst? This again is pretty much guaranteed to come up during your interview. So here's my top scoring answer. I believe it's very important to choose your company carefully as a data analyst for the main reason that you can only be highly effective in the role if you have a supportive and ambitious employer. Now, from the research I have carried out, it is highly evident that you are both of these. I was specifically attracted to you because of the track record and reputation you have within the industry, and it was great to see you have many enthusiastic plans for the future. As a data analyst, I want to work in an organisation who is continually growing and developing. This will keep my job interesting and challenging, and it will also make me feel I am contributing to the future success of the company, something which is very important to me in terms of job satisfaction and achievement. So again, that response shows that you thought carefully about why you want to be a data analyst for their company, and the reasons why you want to work for them is very important to the vast majority of organisations, which is why they will ask that question at least once during your interview. Now, I've got 2 more data analyst questions to run through, so please do stick around and take note of these, because again, I'm going to give you some really strong answers to them. However, when you're ready, if you click that link that's appeared in the top right-hand corner of the video, it will take you through to my website, passmyinterview.com, where you can download my full set of 25 data analyst interview questions and high-scoring answers. Let's take a look at the next question. How will you contribute to our company as a data analyst? Here is my suggested answer. I would contribute by being highly effective in my performance as your data analyst. This would include ensuring my performance is aligned with the strategic objectives of your organisation. To give you an example, if I assume one of my tasks was to analyse core company data on sales figures, for example, I would look to analyse the demographics of the consumer to see which trends were present to enable us as a business to provide other relevant products or services based on demand. Now, in addition to aligning my work to your strategic aims, I would also ensure the work I carried out was both to a quality standard and, most importantly, highly accurate. The years' experience I've gained so far in my career mean I'll be able to start contributing immediately and effectively, and I would look to make a positive impact very quickly if I'm successful at interview today. So another great answer to that data analyst interview question. Let's take a look at another one for you. How do you deal with pressure at work? Now, you and I know that being a data analyst is a pressurized role. So you have to work to strict deadlines. They want to see you contributing and delivering on the objectives. So we need to understand how you deal with pressure. And there is a specific way to deal with pressure at work. Here is my top scoring suggested answer. I understand that being a data analyst requires me to work under pressure. On occasions, I will need to work very quickly and accurately in order to achieve tasks or projects according to strict deadlines whilst under pressure. I'm actually someone who prefers to work under pressure, and I get a real buzz from having to work quickly on challenging projects. I deal with pressure at work by ensuring I gain clarity on the task that needs to be done. I then create a plan of action of the steps I need to take to complete the task or project, ensuring I have the technical knowledge and expertise to professionally achieve the task objectives. I will then allocate as much time as possible to the task by making sure I work late as and when needed. Now, by following this approach, I'm 100% confident I can deal with pressure effectively to complete all data analysis tasks on time and to a very high standard. Now, what's important when you are dealing with pressure at work is to gain clarity on the project, to implement a plan of action of what you need to do, and also obviously to put in the time needed. What I like about that response is that you are saying, look, I'm flexible in my work, I'm willing to stay behind late and work as and when needed to make sure the task is done on time and to the correct standard. So don't forget, if you would like to download my full set of 25 data analyst interview questions and top scoring answers, you can click that link. Again, I've also pinned it in the comments below the video, and on that basis, if you've got any questions, please do put them in the comments section and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate your support on the channel. Have a brilliant day, and I wish you all the best in your pursuit to becoming a data analyst. Thank you.